memo, what is debit memo, credit memo with examples, and then depreciation, appreciation, and amortization. Okay. So let us start today.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm presenting my screen. Uh, you are able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So we have assets and types. Topic today starts with assets and types. It's all there in your content. You can just recheck once I share this notes with you guys. So assets is nothing but they are the resources owned by an individual or a business which has an economic value, and it will always provide you with a benefit. They can be in the form of physical form, intangible form, and also typically used to generate income, support operations, or provide value. Assets is nothing but whatsoever we are owing now, right? We are owned, like for example, we own a building or we own something that is an asset. In business, everything like economic value, which has economic value in the sense which gives us monetary benefits in the future, or it's an investment, maybe it's in the physical form or intangible form, and which is used to generate our income and support our day-to-day daily business activities, and which provides our value, that is called an asset. You got it? Like, any doubt? These are so simple because assets and all we had, it's like it's like repetitive actually. So any doubt for assets?
No, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay. So anybody can answer like what is current asset?
Which can be
Anyone
used in a
who knows?
short period, ma'am.
Yes. Current asset is like it can be converted into cash, or we can use it within 1 year. It has a limited time frame, for example a year or within a year, and it can be easily converted into cash, is nothing but current asset. For the examples for current assets are cash, money in hand or in bank account, which we are like we are having money, right? And accounts receivable, money owned by our customers. Then inventory, goods which is ready for sale. Prepaid expenses, for example rent, insurance, which are paid in advance. And short term investments like stocks, bonds, that can be quickly sold. These categories, these are the examples for current assets. Any doubt? In short term, current asset is like which can be easily converted to cash within, or we can use it up to within a year, is current asset. These are the examples like cash, accounts receivable, inventory, prepaid expenses, and short term investments for current assets. Any doubt? Am I good to go?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll be sharing this with you all today without fail, okay? And next is non-current assets. These are like fixed assets. They are expected to provide value which is like more than 1 year. These are fixed assets. For example, land, building, machinery and equipment, vehicles, furniture and fixtures. For example, land is not like for an year, right? It will be like uh, mostly it can be used more than a year. Property owned for business use, buildings, offices, warehouse and factories, machineries and equipments, tools which are used in production, those are like repeatedly used in the business. Vehicles, company owned trucks or cars, furnitures and fixtures like office chairs, desks, etc. These are fixed assets. These are also called as non-current assets. In current asset, within a year, which is like ready to easily convert it to cash. But in non-current asset, it is like we are expecting those value more than an year. And examples under current assets is land, buildings, machinery, vehicles, furniture, and fixtures. Understood? These are types of assets. Okay, I had given you like what is asset, and these are types of assets with example. I had taught you now till assets and non-current assets. There are still tangible asset, non-tangible asset. Can I is that good to go, or you need any explanation for this till now? Can you respond, guys?
Yes, ma'am, it is
Yes, ma'am.
cleared.
Yeah, please go.
Can I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Tangible assets like physical assets which you can touch is like tangible assets. Example, anything you can just give a simple example like computers, tool, real estates, inventory. You can just which has a physical physical asset. Those are physical assets which you can touch and feel is tangible assets. Non-tangible means which has like non-physical properties, that which has non-physical assets which has still value. For example, patents, legal rights to inventions, trademarks, brand symbols and logos. Those are like copyrights, goodwill of a business, value of business reputation beyond physical assets. These all comes under intangible assets. For example, you can see a scenario where the movie, some other movie scenes are copied, and they can still file a complaint just because it is being used without their permission, without their legal rights, right? So they'll just put a case in the court and it goes legal. So that is intangible assets. Okay. Am I good to go till now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And fifth is like financial assets, investments or claims to ownership that hold monetary value. So these are like examples: stocks, bonds, mutual funds, fixed deposits in bank with interest. These are our financial assets, which like stocks, which we are like sharing in the company, right? Our shares will always be there. Owners shares like equity and all will be there. Those are like financial assets. Bonds, loans given to other entities with interest. Even certain one company will give funds to other company as well, right? For like support, financial support for interest. That is like bonds. Mutual funds, right? Pooled investments which we do, like mutual funds, they just advertise also in television, like mutual funds you can invest and get the higher rate of interest and everything. And we do like day to day like fixed deposits in our bank for interest. These are financial assets. Clear till here?
Ma'am, can you repeat that? Ma'am, that holds monetary value in the sense monetary value.
Yes, it has a monetary value, right? Like stocks, shares in the company. If you are selling one share, buying today it for 10 rupees, it may in the future, like
Yes.
if the business is really going well and it makes profit, it will go up to 100, 200 per share, right? Like
Done.
190 rupees, whatsoever is the difference is our profit, right? That is like monetary value,
Monetary value. Got it, ma'am.
which is nothing but monetary value. And interest is our monetary value. Our investments with interest, whatever we are getting in return, is our monetary value. So this is like financial assets. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Can I go to next topic? Guys, can you just respond because
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
okay, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is operating assets. Operating assets is nothing but in day-to-day business activities we are using. For example, equipments we are using, inventory we are using, accounts receivable. Everything is like day-to-day operations to run a business is nothing but operating assets. And non-operating assets means assets which are not essential to core business operations but still owned. Means uh, a business is running but still they own other land also. For see, it is there here: vacant land, investments in unrelated companies, old equipment not currently in use. Those are like non-operating assets. Understood? So under assets, we have 7 types of assets with examples is like current asset, non-current asset, tangible asset, intangible asset, financial assets, operating assets, and non-operating assets. Is that good to go?
Yes,
Can
yes,
I
ma'am.
go to next topic?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Capital. What is capital? Like capital is referring to a financial resource or assets in that individuals or business use to fund their operations, like investment in growth or generate income. It is a key component in the production of goods and services. Whatever we are investing in the business is by our individual or owner to operate or run a business is nothing but capital. So this is indeed in simple language, like investment made by a owner to run its business is capital. So here it is in brief, like capital refers to financial resources or assets that individuals or business use to fund their operations, invest in growth, or generate income. It is a key component in the production of goods and services. You can stop me if I am going speed because these are simple topics, just recalling your old things, whichever you had learned in colleges, maybe. Here, types of capital with example: financial capital. Money used to invest in a business to generate profit is nothing but financial capital. For example, funds used to buy machinery, money borrowed from a bank to start a business, investors' equity in a company, investors' part of money in the business is nothing but financial capital. Physical capital means which is tangible, man-made goods used in the production process. For example, machinery, tools, buildings, equipment is nothing but physical capital. Then comes human capital. Human capital is nothing but employee skills, knowledge, and experience of a people that contribute to production, right? You all go to work there, your skill set matters. That is nothing but human capital. So, a software developer's programming skills, doctor's medical expertise, employee training and education is nothing but human capital. And comes working capital. Working capital is nothing but it's a difference between the current asset and current liabilities used to run day-to-day business operations. We have a formula for this as well, like working capital is equal to current assets minus liabilities. For example, company has 5 lakh in current asset and 2 lakh in current liability. So working capital would be difference of 5 minus 2, that is 3 lakh. Then comes fixed capital. Fixed capital is like long-term investments used to produce goods and services. Example, land, factory, heavy machineries are fixed capital. So there are, I taught you now like capital and type. We have 5 types of capital: financial capital, physical capital, human capital, working capital, and fixed capital. Am I good to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is a simple example to understand capital. A bakery owner invests 10 lakh to buy ovens, hire bakers and stock ingredients. This rupees 10 lakh is nothing but capital used to start and run the business. This is a simple example. Okay. Am I clear till now? Any doubts regarding assets and types, capital and types? Any doubt or concern so far?
No doubts, ma'am.
Can I go to next topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Next comes debit and credit memo. So in accounting and each and in business transactions, you all know, right? Debit memo and credit memos are used to adjust amounts in either customer's account or the supplier account. These are nothing but debit and credit memo. So what is a debit note? Debit memo is also called a debit note and even in invoice. So, debit memo is issued when the amount owned by a customer increases. It informs the customer that their account has been debited, means charged more. Common reasons for issuing debit memo is like underbilling. Original invoice will be too low. So, additional charges like shipping or interest, return goods by the supplier. Customers need to pay more when the supplier is like returning goods. Example for this debit memo is a company sends an invoice to customer for 10,000, but later he realized that he forgot to add 1,000 for shipping charges. So debit memo will be issued for 1,000 to increase the bill to 11,000. This is nothing but a debit memo. Got this point? What is debit memo? Any doubt?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Debit memo is nothing but supplier is issuing an invoice, a debit memo or a debit note to his customer for the goods and services which he is like taking from the supplier or the business, a customer. Okay, if an invoice is sent to customer for 10,000, so he forgot to add shipping charges or any other like interest or something, so that would be added and a debit memo will be issued to him again to increase the bill of 11,000. That is nothing but a debit note or debit memo. Is that clear?
Adding the expenses as well, whatever may be the charges, like including everything in the bill.
Yes,
That is right, ma'am.
yes,
Yes, ma'am. Done.
yes. We are including everything in the bill. That is a debit memo. Understood? Any doubt? So next comes the credit memo. It is actually issued when the amount owned by customer decreases. It may be in the form of customer that their account has been credited. Credit memo is nothing but credit memo or credit note. It is usually issued for charging less or when a refund takes place. So these are the common reasons where when credit memo is issued. Okay, overbilling, then original invoice will be too high. If any discounts is provided from a supplier, return goods by the customer. For example, a customer was billed 8,000 for products but returned goods worth rupees 2,000. He purchased for 8,000 but he had returned the goods worth rupees 2,000. So again what it happens is credit memo of 2,000 is issued, reducing the payable amount to 6,000. Because once the bill was generated for 8,000, he had returned the goods for 2,000. The value of original invoice decreases to 6,000, right? So he is only liable to pay 6,000. So a credit memo will be issued to pay the amount of 6,000. That is nothing but a credit memo. A decrease in the
Discounts.
value of the bill issued. Sorry?
Discounts, right, ma'am? Like giving the discounts.
Yes. This is like a discounts or something. If we are returning some goods and there will be like, if we are returning something, they'll deduct the price also, right? They can't charge our original price. That is nothing but credit memo. It is nothing but lowering the value from the like original invoice amount. Lower, if any lower amount is reduced, then the credit memo is issued. So here it comes I had given you like a table as well where there is a purpose and what it affects. In debit memo, increase in amount payable. In credit memo, what it happens? What we are paying is decreasing. But in debit memo, where amount payable is increased. Customer account is debited, but customer account will be credited in credit memo because he is getting a discount. Here he is getting a interest. So debit memo is actually issued by a seller or a buyer, depending on case, and even credit memo is issued by a seller or buyer. Both the scenarios are same. And why? The reason is additional charges or under billing for debit memo. In credit memo, there will be returns or overbilling or discounts will be provided. So credit memo is given. So you guys understood debit memo and credit memo? Is that good to go, guys? Can I go to
Yes,
next
ma'am.
topic?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So next comes depreciation. Can anyone answer what is depreciation?
Decreasing the value, ma'am. Mm, I think
Yes,
so.
depreciation is nothing but decrease in the tangible asset, decrease in the value of a tangible asset over time due to wear and tear and usage of the product. Because we will, for example, physical assets like machinery, vehicles, furniture, like whenever will be using it, its value goes on diminishing, right? Like the value goes on decreasing. That is nothing but depreciation. For example, company buys machine for 5 lakh. So its useful life is 5 years, but every year it loses 1 lakh in value. This 1 lakh is nothing but depreciation because machinery will be like it will be working, but the thing is its usage and capacity and everything will be declining, right? Year by year, those decrease in the value, right, of a machinery, that cost is nothing but depreciation. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Next comes appreciation. It is nothing but depreciation means decrease in the value. Appreciation is means increase in the value of an asset over time due to factors like demand, scarcity, or market growth. For example, it is used both for tangible and intangible asset like land, property, investments, etc. Example here is company buys land for 10 lakhs. After 3 years, its market value rises up to 14 lakhs. So the land is appreciated by 4 lakhs. That is nothing but appreciation. Increase in the value of an asset which we had owned is nothing but appreciation. Understood, guys? Then comes amortization. This is nothing but gradual reduction of the value of an intangible asset. There will be reduction in the value of intangible asset or the process of paying off a loan in installment. We will be paying, right, loans which we are taking from banks through EMIs and everything. That is nothing but amortization. Why it is used for, like intangible assets like patents, trademarks, software, loan repayments which we are like paying principal plus interest amount which we are paying to bank is nothing but amortization. Example, in case of intangible assets, company buys patent for 2 lakh which is valid for 10 years, but it charges 20,000 to expense each year. That is nothing but amortization of the patent. In second scenario, for loan, when we are taking a loan of 1 lakh, we are repaying it over 2 years, but in each installment we are paying interest plus principal, and this scheduled repayment is also called as loan amortization. So here is a comparison table which you can easily know for depreciation, appreciation, and amortization. These are which is applied to tangible asset, intangible and tangible in case of appreciation. In amortization, it is like intangible like assets and loans. Here is the meaning of this depreciation: decrease in value over time, increase in value over time, and gradual expense or repayment. Amortization is nothing but loan repayment, like our EMIs, which we are paying principal plus interest amount. For example, patents, which we are paying and charging 20,000 for each year, which is valid up to 10 years, but we are charging 20,000 per year. That is nothing but patent amortization for patent. Here is an example for depreciation: machinery which loses value yearly, land value which rises due to demand. In amortization, patents are loan paid over fixed time. Am I clear till here? Any doubts till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt, guys? Guys, any doubt so far? This is it. This is the topic for today. So from Monday, I can go with R2R cycle, and still we have like basics of accounts. We have many things to cover for in basics itself. So I think by Monday it will cover all the topics of basics. So R2R cycle, I think I'll be teaching you guys from Tuesday or Wednesday. Till date, is this clear till now? Can we wind up the session?
Yes,
Yes,
clear,
ma'am, it's
ma'am.
clear.
Okay, so I'll be sharing through email address once sir is providing me the email ID. So from Monday, I'll be like going through more topics, because these 3 days, right, I was just giving you in brief little concepts, because everything shouldn't be heavy on you guys. Today also I just took the simple topics and taught you. So from Monday, it would be more. So uh, thank you all. Okay, please go through the notes. I'll be sharing it sooner now. Please, if any doubt or concerns, go through the notes in weekend and come back to me on Monday once we are joining. Is that fine?
Yes,
Yes,
fine,
ma'am.
ma'am.
And one thing that what Shiva forwarded the content, right? Course content.
Yes. Yes.
You just
Based on
please
that
have
only
a
I'm
look
going.
right now. Yeah. Oh, okay, ma'am. You have one copy, right, ma'am?
Yes, yes. Based on
Yes,
that
yes.
only I am going day
Fine,
by
fine.
day.
Fine, ma'am.
Okay.
Fine, fine. Thank you.
That content itself is going. You can
Done.
also recheck once I'm sharing you with notes. Okay, you can go
Done,
through
done.
that. And first day I had given you notes, right? You all noted it down. Even that was
Hmm.
there in the content. If you need
Okay.
a PDF, like in the Word or PDF copy, even I can do that for you guys.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you have teached, like from past 3 days, just kindly
Huh.
send the entire thing. Like we will take the printout and for reference we'll go.
Okay, okay, sure.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. So we'll meet on Monday, okay?
It's
Yes, ma'am.
which is you shared that notes previous classes. It's better than make a notes. It's practice for at least one time.
Sir?
What you're saying, I didn't get you. Like notes I should share, right?
Yeah, which is you shared last previous classes.
Uh-huh.
So it's better
That
than
also I
we will
include
make a
as a
note
topic.
manually. It's better than for practice. Instead of this,
You're saying you
instead of
will
this
write
taking
it down in
printout.
the notes. I'm not getting you.
Actually, he is telling rather than taking Xerox copy, writing notes is good. He is telling, correct, Matsudan?
That's what I'm saying, right? Like whatever I have
Can
the
you
copy, which I like,
can you
I'm sharing
audible
the
my
screen.
voice?
Now it's audible. Now whatever I had showed you, right, by sharing my screen in Word, which I have notes, that I'll be sharing with you guys now today.
Yeah, yeah. Every day is
Everyday basis,
management.
yes,
Admin
yes.
is shared
Because
that recording. We will
ha
make a
ha ha.
note on manually. It's better for us. Instead
Okay,
of
okay.
this take printouts.
Okay, sure. I'll just share, okay? So daily basis I'll be
Thank you, ma'am.
sharing. Mondays once Monday I'll be sharing. So these 3 days, 2 days I have I guess notes. So initially which I started the topics that I'll be including in Monday's session and I'll share. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you guys. We'll meet on Monday.
Okay,
Bye.
ma'am. Thank you. Happy
Bye.
weekend.
Happy weekend to you all.
Bye,
Bye.
bye.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye all.
Bye, ma'am.